Me, I want what's coming to me.
Oh, well, what's coming to you, though?
The world, Chico.
Today we're in the truck camper, obviously, but we're not camping. We're actually going to be working on some projects, mainly lights. I'm going to install some of these dome lights up in the ceiling to replace some of my old ones. I have these puck lights. I have 3 of them that I want to put here above the couch. And finally, I want to be able to hang up this neon sign right here behind me on the couch. It's actually a saying from one of my favorite movies, Scarface. I figure it kind of suits the camper because we're traveling around, maybe not the world, but maybe one day. This is what it came with. It's got the plug, just the transformer box or whatever right there. This is a little sensor for the remote, and then it goes into this first light, and then this first light has a little opening right here that I'll have to pry open, and then this plugs into that light, which powers the second light, and so on down the line, which there are 3 lights. So the 3 lights are going to go right here. I'm going to just split them up, 1, 2, 3. So the idea is we're going to run the wires inside this cabinet and then through the wall, and then there's a plug on the other side of the wall that operates the refrigerator, and we're going to operate these lights off of that plug because it's all ran off the solar, so that way I don't have to have the camper plugged in order to run these lights. So that's the plan. There's actually a void between the bottom of the cabinet and this bottom of the cabinet, so in order for me to get to that void, I'm gonna have to remove everything from the cabinet. Okay, now that everything's out of the cabinet, we should just be able to lift it up just like that, and then it exposes this void under the cabinet. So now we got to run these wires up into the cabinets, and in order to do that I'm going to use a 1/2-inch drill bit, and then we will drill up on each side of the lights to fish the wires up in between each light, so that way it looks a little cleaner, even though yes, there's going to be a little hole on each side, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. There we go. So in order to get these lights to work, or to mount, they have to go up and spin like a 1/4 turn on this mount right here. Well, because the wires are stuck in these holes, they can't rotate with the light. You almost have to plug them in and then have a little bit of slack. Get the wires kind of straight. Then you got to go up, mount the light. Then you have to pull the wire through the hole. Like so. We'll do that on both sides. We got to get this plug through the wall. I'm not going to go through this because this braces the cabinet, so we're going to go through the wall. We will have to cut a hole, unfortunately 1.5 inches wide, into this paneling right here, to be able to send this plug through to get to the plug outlet that's on the other end of this wall. And there's some framing in the wall. There we go. Now the plug should slide through. So you can see the hole that we just drilled right there. And then that goes into this tall cabinet. So you can see the hole back in there. And then we need to run it across to that wall and drill a hole through there, which will go behind the refrigerator. And then the plug is behind the refrigerator. There we go. Easy as that. So the new hole is way down here. This is the first hole. So we got to pull this down and then shove it through there. Now we just take the plug and plug it in right here. I wanted to be able to go and put light and shine the light down onto the shade. So that's why I put them so close to the shade. And I like them. I think they look really good. So one final thing is I need to run this. This is the little sensor for the remote. And I'm just going to put that into that hole right there. This I'm just going to leave floating because it's not really going to go anywhere, and if I screw down into this, it'll just show up right here, and I don't want that to happen. So we're just going to leave that floating. And then yeah, so we got the remote sensor down here, and then that'll just be kind of sticking out to the side like that, which I might glue and make it look a little better later, but for right now that will work. So I'm gonna have to eyeball this sign. Since I'm inside my truck, I can't really use a level because then that's not gonna work because the truck might not be exactly level. So definitely have to eyeball this. I think it'll look good right about there. So we'll mark it. So I think I'm going to put one more screw down here just to keep it from moving around. So I made a little bit bigger hole so the screw can actually fit in there pretty freely, and then I'm going to switch over to even smaller drill bit, and that's what I'm going to drill the hole into the wall with, and then I will put one more screw in there. I think that's going to look all right. Now we just got to get the plug ran. Luckily this one unplugs from the plug. So instead of drilling a friggin' 2-inch hole to put this through the wall, we just got to put this through the wall, and then once it's through, then we can connect it inside the wall just like that. I don't want to put this hole in as far into this corner as I can. There we go. So I have these little pieces of metal that are going to hold this wire in or against the wall, and that'll kind of keep the plug square and everything. So I'm going to mark the holes on this. There we go. Pre-drill the holes. That just kind of keeps the plug and the wire, everything straight. Now we just got to plug this in. And that's all done up here. Should just turn on with the switch. There we go. Easy as that. Now for the next lights. All right, so this thing needs to go up here, but you can see the wire coming out of the wall right here, and that goes to the porch light outside. I want to be able to put this switch on it in order to switch the porch light off and on, and I want to hide all this mess up inside the light. So that's the plan. So this is going to be right here. So I'm going to mark where the edge of the light's going to be. Just very small little mark. And then I'll know about where to put my switch. So the switch has this square that sticks up. So I'm going to recess that into the ceiling. So now that I know where my light's going to end, now I'll just mark the lines. All right, I think that'll work. Now, that should fit in there just like that. Now we just gotta run the wires. So because all the wires are going to be inside the light, I'm going to run wires from this through the ceiling and just stick them out, and then I'll connect it all inside the light here. Alright, so we need some wires on the back of this switch in order to run over to the new light. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this assorted terminal kit, and there's these female plugs, and that's what's going to plug in to the back of this switch. So in order to do that, we need to put it on our wire. I already cut a piece of wire, and we just need to strip off about 3/8 of an inch, and then we're going to put the terminal on over that stripped off piece of wire, and then we're going to use this bottom part of the wire strippers, and we'll put that over the terminal and then crimp it down, and just like that, and then check, make sure it's not loose, and there you go. I already have the second one right here, so we'll just plug these into the back of this like so, and that will keep everything separated so they don't touch if things get shifted around while we're driving down the road. Now let's go put this up in the ceiling and fish it over into this hole. Now that we have these wires there, we'll push this into the ceiling, and that should work. Now it's time to drill the hole in the light. Alright, so now we have the light that we're going to use, and this is where I marked it. So we're going to drill a hole through there. And we come in from the other side, try not to crack it. I'm going to have to cut right here to make it to where I can slide the wire through. This is going to be pretty well hidden, so nobody's really going to see that. So it doesn't need to be too nice. Now let's go put it up on the ceiling. So what we got here is, if you can even see, you have all the hots coming into one, and then this is a hot wire sticking out right here. And then this back here are all the commons, or the negatives. That's coming down, and then these are all connected. So we got two white wires. One powers this switch, the other one goes on to the next light. This black wire goes over to this switch. Now the other wire to this switch comes over here and is connected to the negative on this light. So whenever this is kicked on, it'll complete that circuit and it'll power the light. And what the way that we wired it is that this wire and this wire will always be hot, so we don't have to have this light on in order to turn on the dome light. You can see the hot right here, which is the red on the light. Then we're going to put this little cap over it, and then the cap is going to get crimped the same way we did the other terminal. Just make sure it's crimped real tight, so that ain't going to be coming off. This one's the negative, which will go right here. And we'll put the cap over it and crimp that as well. Now for a regular light, that doesn't have all this going on, you would just pretty much, you got a positive and negative, and you're going to hook it up to the positive and negative wires coming out of the ceiling. This one's just a little bit more complicated because of what is going on with this light and with the outside porch light. Anyways, let's push this stuff up in here. And then that light should fit right there. And the light works. Just like that. Now I'll come back in with a smaller screwdriver and just kind of hand snug everything in. You don't want to strip these out. There we go. Now we're in business. Same thing. Just hand tighten it with a screwdriver, and then I'll put this cap over it. That hides everything. I do have 4 more dome lights to put in, but I'm out of daylight and I just don't have time right now to do the rest of the lights. But there will be more videos on finishing up this remodel in this camper. So subscribe if you're not subscribed if you want to see that stuff, and or some camping videos. And I'll talk to you guys later.